Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to show you how to make these little Adirondack chairs.
Like this is what the chair is going to look like when it's finished. And I have all the pieces set out here on this paper. What I'm going to start to do is take the seat side supports and I cut a little spacer block you can probably throw away when I'm done. Put it right there in between there to make sure I got it even. And I got it marked on the support itself where I'm going to put the first one. A mark on there where I'm going to start at, which is about 5/8 of an inch up. I got a pencil mark on each side. These are about 1/8 of an inch in from each end, and that's where I'll put that on that pencil mark, just like that. And we'll glue them all the way up, 4 of them. Then I have a short one that is number 5, and that's shorter because of the armrest support. Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and get yourself some crazy glue to save yourself some time and use that to glue it. We're going to be using the Loctite 60-second crazy glue. Okay, so to make it a little bit easier, you can put your spacer block in there. Do not glue this. It's just a spacer so it gets removed. And then you can add some masking tape across the top of it going this way and then over this way to hold it down. And that'll help keep it from moving on you. Okay, after the 4th one, then you're going to put the shorter one on there and glue it. And the reason being is because that's going to end up making the armrest part or the arm support. See how that's narrower, shorter?
Alright, we finished gluing there, and the 5th one is the short one. I may have to trim a little off of this because we didn't have this wide enough at this end. But it didn't matter. These last 2 will go on there after we pull the tape all up. And now we'll work on the arms. Here's the chair armrest and the armrest support. We glued them together, keeping it to one side.
So it makes like a L.
Yeah. Keeping it all to one side, and that way when you put the armrest support on there, you'll have it in the right place.
Okay, so it should be like an L frame with it even in the back.
Yeah. All right, now you'll take the rear arm support and the front arm support. One of them will go on here. This will be the front arm support. It'll go on the inside, and you'll notice that one side is a little bevel to it. It'll be like that, and the same way with the back. It'll be like so in the back. So we'll go ahead and glue that together, and you can just like this.
Okay, so when you're gluing this on here, you want to make sure that the side support pieces are on the side of it. Like, it should come down like this. All right, and then just glue it in that
The short
space.
one goes right in the back. Short one goes in the back like that, and then this one will go up here.
Okay, so this is an option you have. If you want to make a chair similar to this, you can use this pattern and just don't put this bottom piece here on and bring a second piece like this. Make 2 sets of this, but only take this piece here off and then put these narrower and slide them right inside of there, and then it'll be even to come straight out, and then extend it down.
So it goes up inside of here. This would have to be a 1/4 inch in further. Instead of being like that, they would both fit inside of it like this.
On the right side of it. So this would fit in between the frame. So you would have to make these narrower to go, like, just bring them in further. So your boards would overhang a little bit more. And then you wouldn't put that piece there on, and then you would just extend it straight out and then have it come down.
Go on there like that.
Okay, so once you have both pieces glued together like that, you're going to glue them on the side like this.
If you go by the drawing, you'll see it starts right at the curve. And that'll give you just about the height that this is going to fit even with the floor or the table or whatever you're going to put it on. And we can put them up here and mark it.
Okay, so now we're going to work on the back.
When you do this back, you can make them all the same size, tape them together, and you can round them off after you glue the support sticks on there. You can glue these on, then you can round that off. If you have an electric sander, it makes it much easier. The longer one goes on the bottom, the shorter one goes on the top.
And if you don't have an electric sander, as long as you have them glued all the way together like this, and you're using coffee stirrers like these are, because that's all they are, is there's 7-inch coffee stirrers. You can actually take a pair of titanium or steel scissors and you can cut that by hand and then sand it.
Yeah. Ordinary pair of stainless steel scissors, and you can cut them like that if you want to. It'll cut right through it. So you shouldn't have no problem.
Cheap dollar store scissors probably are not going to cut through it, and if it does, it's probably going to cut through it very choppy looking.
If they're sharp, it'll be all right. Yeah.
All right, so now you want to go ahead and put your supports right across here and here on here and mark it.
I got it marked with a pencil here and a pencil mark here, and I transferred the pencil marks off of the drawing onto here. So as long as you get them on there square, they'll be all right. Right now that we get the back glued together, the large piece goes on the bottom because that'll be the support for it in the back. You'll turn it a little angle, stick it in there, and drop it up against the last row of seat slats. And then these side pieces will get glued up top here on this side, and the bottom will get glued on both sides.
You can use some masking tape to hold it until the glue dries.
Yeah, so we'll put a piece of masking tape on here, and then we'll just dab glue on it.
Okay, so here's what we did. We put a piece of tape going around the back to hold it that way, and then up that way. That way this doesn't fall back when it's in the process of drying, and it holds it up in place until it completely dries. And when it's completely done, it'll look like this. Okay, so this is the larger one. This is the one we just did on camera. This is with the 7-inch coffee stirrer sticks, and then this is with the really tiny coffee stirrer sticks that are about 5 inches. As you can see, there's a big difference in the size of them. It takes about 2 of these to make one of those, and they were made with these ones. The difference is these are very flimsy, and they are not always all straight, as you can see with this one. It's kind of like a big difference there. So if I was to put them side by side, you'd see it kind of overlaps itself because of how it is. So you kind of have to pick through them. But I mean, if you want to make a kid size one, they're perfect for that, and then this can be the adult size. And then you can also use the thinner coffee stirrers to make this style. This one we may or may not do a tutorial on. We haven't decided yet because there was a lot that went into this, and it was quite challenging trying to get all the parts on there drying and everything without moving, and I don't know, we may. So stay tuned, we might do that. And this one, again, you can make the front extend out by leaving this piece here off and just making 2 of these seats. So you make 2 of the seats, don't put this piece on, and then you connect the other one underneath of there to make a longer chair like this. And then that's it. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow Dollhouse Miniature Madness and Tutorials.com and DollhouseTutorials.com. Like and subscribe below. Leave a question, suggestion, or comment. We love hearing from you, and please share our page so others can enjoy this great hobby too.